Born with a 1 in 3 million ultra-rare kidney disease, 8-year-old Aditi Shankar spent years on dialysis before finally having a successful transplant.
Yes, but it was only possible after her mum, Divya, donated her own bone marrow to her daughter, which was used to effectively reprogram her immune system, which meant that Aditi's body didn't reject her new kidney, also donated by mum. And this is a medical first here in the UK.
Well, joining us now is Aditi, as you can see, her parents, plus Dr. Austin Worth from Great Ormond Street Hospital. Thanks for coming in, Doctor. We'll talk to you in a second.
Well, it's great to see you all. Aditi, how are you feeling this morning?
I feel good.
Yeah, you feel
good?
High
five?
High five.
Oh, that's pretty good. OK.
And what have you got on your hands this morning?
Lizzie and Bibi.
OK, and who are they?
They're my puppets.
They're your puppets?
Yeah.
That's brilliant.
Can you give us a little puppet show?
I love it. And how are you feeling in yourself?
I feel good.
Yes. What have you been through, Aditi? What's happened?
When I get my new blood cells after I open up the advent calendar. And the kidney transplant is my mom gave me my new kidney, and I go to the special sleep, and I have my ND tube, a wound drain, a mesh drain, and a catheter.
And are you back at school now?
Yeah.
Do you like school?
Yeah.
What do you like best about school?
I like math.
You like maths?
Yeah.
And who's your best friend?
Zainab.
And are they watching now? Do you want to give them a little wave?
They're at school now.
Yeah, right.
Oh, well, they're probably getting ready for school now.
Yeah, they're
actually.
probably
It's a bit
getting
early.
ready.
Probably
You're
more
right.
But I don't think I can go to school.
Divya, this is down to you as mum.
Yes, of course.
You donated your kidney to...
I donated my kidney and I donated my blood cells. It's both. It's
And
working
then I
well
open
now.
up the Playmobil advent calendar. But it's the underwater theme.
Was there... Oh, so there was a Playmobil advent calendar involved,
Yes, she
was
got
there?
the advent calendar, so they describe everything when she opened each calendar. So she goes this
And
procedure
each
today,
day,
and
and
tomorrow
each-
she goes this
and
one.
Each,
So
the whole
date.
build-up through the month.
Yes.
Through the month
Right.
was exciting to see.
So you realised things weren't quite right when she was, what, about 5?
That's
5
right.
years.
Right? What happened?
Right after her birthday.
OK, just after her 5th birthday?
Just her 5th birthday.
And what were the symptoms?
She started getting puffy eyes, distended abdomen, and ankles were getting swollen. And I mean, initially it was an ankle that we found, and the eyes a bit swollen, and we thought just another maybe hay fever or whatever it is. So we called up the local hospital, and we checked up. Oh, sorry, the eye hospital. She was under
Morphic. She was
Morphic Eye Hospital.
Morphic Eye
We had a-
Hospital.
That was during COVID.
Yes,
we
this
did-
all happened just before the
Exactly.
lockdown,
Just
didn't
before
it?
Yeah, just during the
But
lockdown.
the doctors worked out actually that she had this unbelievably rare kidney condition.
That came out close to
What
December.
about me?
So it was
At the
nephrotic syndrome, which was
therapy.
diagnosed first. So that's the kidneys draining excessive proteins, due to which fluid swells up in the body.
Now, you've got to find a right match for a donor. You weren't the right match. You didn't...
Both of us tested for it.
Both got tested.
Lucky one seems to be.
But you were a good match.
Yes.
When did the idea of preparing her with stem cells from the mother so that she wouldn't have to have this lifelong drug therapy to basically stop her from rejecting the kidney, when did that idea first occur? Because this has never happened before. This is a world first.
So it's not quite a world first, but it is the first time it's been done in the UK. So Aditi has as you said, an ultra-rare disorder that doesn't just affect her kidneys. Really, really rare. Really rare. But it also affects her immune system. And when she was very little, her immune system was normal. But essentially, it's aged very, very rapidly. Yeah. So when she got referred to me once we got the genetic diagnosis, because even though at the time she hadn't had any signs of her failing immune system, we know that these patients do have problems with their immunity. And when I looked in her blood, I realised that actually her immunity was really quite weak, and she'd probably been quite lucky that she hadn't had any infections yet. Now, one of the problems if your immune system is really rubbish, if you do a kidney transplant, some of the immune cells from the donor come over with the kidney, and then they could attack Aditi.
Right.
And we knew from a number of other patients, but particularly recently a patient in Paris who'd had a kidney transplant like this and then got incredibly sick after that transplant. So the way round that would be to correct the immune system first and then to give a kidney transplant.
Clever.
And that has the additional advantage that actually, because the kidney and bone marrow come from the same person, actually they're no longer fighting each other because they look exactly the same.
So her body is basically saying to her mother's kidney, now it's installed, you're part of me.
Yeah, exactly.
You're not a foreign object.
No, so she doesn't need that lifelong immunosuppression.
The doctors put my kidney in the middle.
They put it in the middle, yeah.
Yeah.
Instead of where the kidney is, she's got it in her abdomen.
Yeah.
It's in the middle of your tummy.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. And do you feel better now?
Yeah.
Yes. And what do you think about what Mum did?
What Mum give you?
My mum gave me my new blood cells, and my mum gave me my new kidney.
It's pretty remarkable, isn't it? So I can imagine, because Uday, you say that, of course, Mum was the lucky one because she was the match. Of course, as a parent, you would do whatever you could to protect your child.
My mum gave me a new kidney as a present.
As a present, exactly, it was a present. And she feels so blessed that she was able to do that. But Dr. Well, I just wonder how common it is. You would imagine it's normal that a parent would be able to donate, but how often is that possible or not possible?
So from a kidney perspective, that's done very routinely. From a bone marrow perspective, doing a bone marrow transplant is a lot more dangerous than doing a kidney transplant.
Why?
Because the risks of actually dying through the transplant are over 10 times higher than they would be from a kidney transplant. So this is why this process isn't applicable to everybody who's going through.
I was going to ask you that. No,
but if you've got a problem with both systems, then actually it's the only way of actually getting both to work reasonably safely.
Apart from the obvious day-to-day logistics of the matter, what is the advantage to her of not having to take drug therapy indefinitely to stop rejecting the kidney?
Well, it's massive, actually. So because there aren't that many patients who've been through a double transplant, we don't know what the sort of life expectancy of her kidney would be. But we know that solid organ transplants actually have a limited lifespan when you're having to take these anti-rejection medicines, because eventually they do get rejected. But what we'd hope with Aditi is that would last much, much, much longer.
Brilliant.
And we don't know how long, but...
These are very grown-up things we're discussing, aren't they? Yeah. Well, shall we get back to you and what you like to do? What can you do now that you couldn't do before? Do you like going swimming?
Yeah.
Do you? And have you been back in the pool since?
Yeah.
And what about, do you like watching films?
Yeah.
Which is your favourite film?
Peppa Pig.
Peppa Pig on TV, yeah. And now,
Encanto.
our team were telling us that you were singing songs from Encanto, were you? When you,
What's that?
So Richard has got you a little something.
We got you a whole bundle of things.
Yeah.
Just for you. OK. All right. So you take that away with you. You have a good look at that.
Why don't you... I tell you what, I think the audience would like, the viewers would like to see what's in there as well. So do you want to open that up?
Yeah.
What can you see inside? That's some nice pink paper.
Bella.
Who's that?
You want to sing a song?
Isabella, that's one of...
Right.
And who else is in there?
Encanto. And Mirabelle.
I love the way they just discard it.
Isabella is Mirabelle's sister.
OK.
Yes, Isabella, Mirabel's sister.
Yeah.
Well, that's a late birthday present. When's your birthday?
8th of April 2015.
Yeah, April, that's right. John, turn round and just show the viewers what
Show
you've
the
got.
camera. That's it.
And she's coming right over to show you.
Hold them up high. That's it. Uday, one more thing. Yes. She was born 10 weeks prematurely, wasn't she?
10 weeks prior.
She has always been a fighter, hasn't she? See, I mean, it's not just the technology, it's not just the medical know-how, it's to do with character. And she is quite something, isn't she?
This is what she is. I mean, like, she was born and she was 850 grams. 850 grams weight.
That's a bag of sugar.
Yeah, that's exactly what we were told, under a bag of sugar. And it was ever since, just for one day, I mean, just on the same day, her breathing support was taken off. She was all good.
Right.
And just,
And then when she got sick, when she was 5, She got really sick. I mean, you know, she was very, very ill, very poorly, felt dreadful, but she never gave up, did she?
No, no, no.
You feel
the thing
much
was,
better, don't
it
you?
was. I mean, she was unwell from within, and she was still doing all her activities at home in terms of playing around or everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I knew she was going to be amazing. I saw her on the news at the weekend, and you were on most of the news bulletins, walking down the corridor, and she was between you, absolutely stealing the camera shot. It was all about her. She was amazing.
What's your favourite song from Encanto, Aditi?
What else can I do?
What else can I do?
What else can you do? We'll wait to see. It's just terrific to meet you. Thank you all so much. Absolutely remarkable
Congratulations,
story.
Doctor. Fantastic success.
Yeah.
Really something special. Thank you.
Have a lovely day. Are you off to school today, Aditi? Yeah.
No.
Got school today.
Yeah.
Turn around.
I'm not sure about
Just
that.
turn around.
I think there might be some playing going on.
I don't think I have school.
No, I don't think you've.
Who's your teacher at school?
Who's your
Come on,
teacher?
your teacher.
Come on, tell the teacher name. Miss?
Yeah, everything's forgotten about school.
Never mind, who cares?
7:33. Have a lovely day. Thanks, Aditi, for
Congratulations,
lighting up our
Thank you so
lives
much.
this morning.
Thank you.
Bye.